So I've decided to make this video because on my last video about me going to hospital, I've received a lot of messages and stuff asking what's wrong, and I'd like to first of all say thank you to all those people who sent me some supportive messages, and yeah. So over 5 years ago now, I started to get these leg pains, and for a while, no one knew what was wrong. The doctors just kept referring me to other doctors because they didn't know what was wrong with me. So eventually, I went to a physio, and they worked out that the outside of my legs, like the muscles on the outside of my legs, were really tight, and the inside of my muscles weren't doing anything, and so that was causing me a lot of pain. And so for a while, we've been seeing regular physio, and we've kind of managed that pain. So we know what to do when it flares up, we know what to do to prevent it from flaring up. And so also for a while, we've been calling it extreme growing pains because kind of that's what they were. When I would grow, they'd flare up a lot. And yeah, this new pain that I've been having this year all started the day before school started this year, which was the 27th of January. So what it was is I woke up and I couldn't move because I was in a lot of pain everywhere. So we ended up getting an ambulance to the hospital, and eventually the pain died down, and but it was still in my legs, like yeah, and I still couldn't really walk. But we were sent home, and all we were told was it was just a virus. So a few days later, we went back to the GP because my legs were still really sore. Like the bottoms of my legs were like ice cold. And so they were worried. So they sent us to the hospital, the Royal Children's Hospital. And all they really did there was gave us a blood test, and they referred us to a pediatric rheumatologist. And we have been told that the waiting list for that is 12 months. So about 6 weeks later, after that, um, I couldn't move my hand. It was just kind of again like a sudden pain, and like the same sort of nerve pain that I've been having. And so we went back to the hospital. They gave us some medicine, and yeah, and that's also why I suggested the feet thing in my video because that's what I did because it was my left hand that I couldn't move. So just I think it was just under 2 weeks ago from today. I suddenly got this really sharp pain in my left leg. Kind of felt like there was a sword that was like straight down the top of my leg, all the way down through my leg. And all I was doing was just sitting, doing a mail out, so I wasn't doing anything. So we went to the hospital and we got a pretty helpful doctor. It basically said they couldn't do anything that night, but that they would refer us to somebody who would help. So we've been referred to a pediatrician and the pain clinic. We have been told that the appointment for the pediatrician is on the 17th of May. So the pain after that hadn't really changed much. If anything, it had gotten worse. My foot has been either ice cold or boiling hot. It's been swollen. It's gone purple. We went to the physio on Friday, and she was really worried about the swelling and about the fact that you couldn't touch it without me screaming in pain. So she told us to go to the hospital. So this trip to the hospital that we went to was the hospital where I started to film the video. At the hospital, they didn't do much. They took a blood test and an X-ray, and that came back clear, which was good and bad because there wasn't anything that was shown up, and there wasn't anything that showed up, so we didn't know what it was that was wrong with me. And they also gave me some pain relief that didn't work, which again is part of the annoying thing with this leg pain that I've been having for the last couple of weeks. And they told us if the pain was like still sore in a couple of days, they told us to go back during like hours so that they could call the specialist to have a look at me. And so we did go back to the hospital, my leg pain was still really sore. Um, but unfortunately, the pain specialist was on holidays, so at the moment we are waiting for a call from him in the next week or so. This leg pain has it been affecting many aspects of my life. For a start, I have to use crutches to walk, which is hard. Um, I've also been missing a lot of school lately, and when I am at school, I find it hard to concentrate because of the pain. So my results have been dropping a lot. I'm also struggling with sleep. Like I get kept up from the pain in my leg. And if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, I would rather be on crutches because I had a broken leg for a couple of reasons. Because if I had a broken leg, then we would know what to do and how long it would finish. Like people would know, would like understand if I say I have a broken leg. Whereas with what I have, we don't know what it is. We don't know how long I'll have it. And no one really understands anything about it. I mean, if I don't know what I've got, then and how to deal with it, how will other people know? So yeah, I wish I had a broken leg instead. I just want to thank everyone again for all the supportive comments and messages you've all been sending me. It's meant a lot to me, and thanks.